What's up, y'all? We back, and I just gotta say, y'all are in a sea of confusion right now, like full confusion. I just went on this quest, okay? I started my meditation. I mean, it is just a mess. I started my meditation about I don't know, 15 minutes ago. And ever since I stopped and got the message, I've been on a quest ever since, trying to find something, okay? And I was like looking for my black tourmaline. I couldn't find it. I was like, oh, something's playing tricks on me. I was all in my head. I couldn't figure it out. I I don't even know what I did. I was so confused. I was lost in the sauce for so long. So long. It felt like so long. And then all of a sudden I was like, I know exactly where it's at. That's where y'all are at. I feel it, and you definitely took me on a quest. Okay, so this is definitely your reading. It's definitely your message today. You were in something, or you've kind of been resting on something that kind of fell through, right? Something that was kind of imbalanced, not fair to you, and something that really made you look like you didn't know what you were doing. You know, something that kind of made you feel like your intellect wasn't enough, or what you communicated to something or someone wasn't enough, right? So you're kind of like thinking about that. There's some kind of, it feels like you had some kind of beginning somewhere that didn't fill you up, and it didn't take a lot to see that this wasn't going to be like a fruitful thing, but it still feels like you never lost that passion, that desire for whatever it is that kind of like fell out of your life, right? I feel like you guys, you're so lost in the sauce and so confused because you can't quite see what's going on. You can't see that when you focus on you, you lose the confusion. You know what I'm saying? On my quest to find the black tourmaline, I had some sage in my hand because I was just like, let's just clear the energy, right? And then like I was clearing the energy, moving on about my day, and about to start the reading. And I was like, oh, where's my black tourmaline? That's crazy. I just had it. And so then I started walking around. I was like, something's playing tricks on me. It's something. It's something. I need to clear it. I need to what? It was just right here. And then I was walking up the stairs and I fell. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, something is after me. Oh my God. And the whole time I was just like, oh my God, I need to like switch my life. I need to do something different. I just need to do something different. Because what is happening? But then I stopped. I just stopped and I was like, what were you doing the last time you remember touching it, right? And I was doing a reading and I was cleaning up a reading and I had put it with other things that felt like it, right? Like little charms and stuff. And I was like, it was me. I stopped for a second and thought, right? And so I think it's hard for you to stop and think right now because everything just feels so confusing. You feel like there's just an idea here, idea there, a mindset here, and you're just like, I don't know what direction, right? And it's taking rest away from you. It's taking nourishment from you because you're just kind of like closing your eyes to the pain of the thing that didn't materialize for you or didn't begin for you. But God wants you to open your eyes and look dead at it. Feel all the emotions that comes with it. Feel the regret, feel the would have, could have, should have, all of those. And the what ifs, you know, and then move past it because we have the Empress out here twice, okay? You know that there's something new coming. You know. You get signs and synchronicities everywhere, right? But for some reason, you don't 100% have faith in it because of all the things that have happened in your past and you having to stand your ground in a way that it just left a mark on you. It left a mark and you feel like, why keep fighting for something that failed, right? And God is like, because everything has a time, everything has a place, everything has an energy, right? And it doesn't mean you give up when it fails. It means try it again, maybe a different way, or just try it at a different time. And so, not to say that you need to keep doing what you did that did not work out, and because it seems like it didn't really have you in a balanced state, right? It kind of had you more in your passionate energy rather than your logical energy. And you really, God's advice is like you needed to be as practical as you were passionate, right? And it feels like on the horizon, you're coming up on that rest. You're coming up on that rebirth of yourself that feels whole, that feels emotionally full of just love, community, connection, all these things that are going to like build this new foundation for you and really feel like a wish fulfillment. It feels like you're coming into unison with people, places, or things that are going to boost you and help your self confidence and really push you forward towards your dreams, right? And because of that, you're going to really be sitting really stable, really like unshakable. Like no one's going to be able to shake what you've built for yourself because you've already went through what it looks like to not build for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like if that makes sense, it's like when you just went off of ideas and passions and didn't really ground that work, you understood what that loss felt like. Nobody can ever take from you your work, what you've put into your work, your energy. They can't take that from you. So when you marry the two, it all comes together for you. When you just marry whatever you're overthinking about and whatever you're passionate about together, is really going to make this concoction of a new stability, a new foundation, a new wish fulfillment. And it's really going to have you charging towards what you want. It feels like the moment that you decide, or really what you can't see is that you have a lot of options to stop and rest and pour into yourself. You're just not taking them. And God really wants you to take them. Look around you and see, what is it that I want to do to pour into myself? What is it that I need to do to get more rest? Like, how can I make sure that I build in rest into my self-care? How do I make sure I build in practicality into my dreams? Ask yourself these questions because God is like, it's all here for you and we're all here to give it to you. But they do want you to be careful of offers and things that only give you a quarter of what you're looking for. There's going to be, as your energy upgrades and as you start to get into unison with these different energies that really uplift you and are in alignment with you, you're going to see that you got people around or different opportunities come around that it seems cool, but it's like, it's not for you. And it's going to be for you, especially after going through what you've been through, sitting and with yourself, marrying your logical, your spiritual, and everything that you feel inside and everything you believe in. You're going to see that, okay, there's just things that's just they're not in my realm. They're not to my standard. And I found myself, I'm more confident now. I'm more in my solar plexus. I'm really living and breathing how I want to live and breathe, and because of that, that means I don't entertain things that don't pour into that feeling of self-confidence, self-worth, and my standards, point blank period. So you have a lot of beautiful things coming. It feels like, your head can definitely get in your way. The thoughts and ideas of what you think might be coming or what you may want, you thinking about it and overthinking about it can really take you out of the flow and can really stop your manifestations from coming. So God really wants you to embrace happiness more, embrace flow, embrace going outside and playing. I don't know what you got to do. If you like swimming, go swimming. If you like, I'm gonna name some things. If you like to go shopping, I mean, if you can afford it, go shopping. You can always go window shopping though. Never be above it. All right, that's manifestation. Then you can, if you like to work out, go work out outside. I'm trying to put you outside so you can understand the flow of life. Understand that even though this tree is growing and we can't see that it's growing, it's still growing. And it's going with the flow. It's going with all the weather changes. It's going with dogs peeing on it. It's going with someone sitting by it and crying all their sorrows. Like it's going with the flow of life. But I'm pretty sure there's times where trees might be like, I'm sick of this. I'm pretty sure it's nature, right? We all get sick of it. And so I, along with all the feelings, they also have immense gratitude to be a part of the flow of life. It doesn't mean that it's amazing or they all make it through every flow of life, but you're here to enjoy as much as you can of it and just let things happen. Don't overthink your decisions because God has a plan for you. And if you just can, I know it's hard to not overthink after you felt like you followed your desire and your passion wholeheartedly, right? And everyone's like, listen to your soul, but be practical, right? And so it's just like, what you mean? What do you mean? They don't know. That's the thing. They don't know. They're not speaking from their heart. But what I mean is never lose that passion. All that passion you had, keep that. Figure out a way to introduce the practicality. Don't do it the other way around. When you try to fit in your soul, it don't work. It don't work. Make your soul first and then fit in the practicality. Where does it fit? How can I make it work so that I can be balanced, right? That's what I mean. And you're just going to see that your whole life is just going to flourish, honey. I really feel like God just wants you to speak your truth and live by your heart. So if your truth is living by your heart, then do that. And if your truth is speaking your heart, do that, okay? It's going to make you feel so much better. You have so much in store for you, and it's on the real near horizon that you're dropping this mindset, you're dropping these thoughts, you're dropping what didn't happen in the past and where you may have messed up. You're dropping all that. You're embracing the new, being happy about that, and really inviting in connections and things that really match your vibe, your energy, and everything that you embody as a person. Okay, so go you, turn up. Hey, I love y'all. I hope you enjoyed this message, and you know where to find me if you want to book a reading in the description box. Bye.